Hey everybody, what's going on? It's episode 3 of The Bear, the Bot, and the Boy. You already know.
Already.
Already, yeah, episode number 3 already. Uh, the usual, we're all here. Alex, me, and Jake. And today we're gonna get educational. We're gonna talk about some advice we have to pass on to you, since we're so equipped to give it. Some advice to give if you're a first timer, if you're just picking up the game, if it's your first tournament, even if you've played the game for a while. Everyone can learn something. You learn something new every day. So,
When we say advice for you, you can mean any sort of skill level, doesn't matter. If like MK Leo is watching this right now, we have advice for you. Okay,
Oh,
well
I'm
maybe
sure
we're
we
okay,
could
not.
maybe
help him
not,
out.
but
I'm sure we could help
no,
him
no,
out
no,
a
no, no, no.
lot.
You know what? We could help him out.
Mhm.
We could. I believe it.
You know what my
So,
advice to him would be? Play Joker. He's broken.
Disagree. As a fellow Bio fan, I disagree.
I mean, it's
both
working for
characters
him,
are
so
broken, but Joker's more broken, and it is working for him so far. I mean, I feel like if you look at him and you go, "Look, you're doing great. You won 2 majors. Play this character instead."
Yeah, you should stop.
Yeah, you can't do
your
that. You can't do
your
that to
worst
me.
placement is top two. Oh, what? Get
Out.
better.
Go play Joker again. You're washed.
Uh,
And
but
then he comes back and wins, and it's like,
Bias is always like, let the lesson begin. The lesson is now beginning
boom, class is in
right
session.
now.
So,
Uh, we're
So
gonna start with like,
since we're teaching people stuff today, this is where Wyatt really earns his degree.
oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
everything's coming full circle. This is perfect.
So, we're gonna start off with some advice for some first timers. Some people who maybe haven't been playing the game for too long, or some people who maybe are just picking up the game after not playing it for too long, or maybe it's been a couple of years and you're like, Smash sounds really fun, but then you play Ultimate instead of, you know, a different Smash game besides Smash 4.
That's the number one
Anyways,
mistake players make.
Yeah.
true. Anyway, so we've got some advice for some beginners, and would anybody like to go first?
Well, I would like to say something to the new players at first.
Okay.
So we, as in me, Alex, and Wyatt, have been playing Smash for so long, so
I think
long.
all
I
of us
don't
we
remember a time I haven't been playing
I
Smash,
say
to
I
be
think we all
honest.
started playing around Brawl, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Jake and I have been playing since Brawl came out, which
Mm.
was 13 years ago,
Yeah,
which
I've
is
been playing since pretty much the same thing. So,
quite a long
yeah.
time to be doing something.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we were 5 years old playing Brawl at our grandparents' house
Gaming.
on
That's what you were
on
doing.
sideways Wii remotes. Just we didn't know how to grab, didn't know how to
Dude,
shield.
I
So
forgot
Dude,
about the sideways Wii remotes.
dude,
yeah.
fun fact, I used the sideways Wii remote till like 2016.
Oh,
Optimal.
advice
But
piece number one. Don't. No, I'm kidding.
yeah, but the point of me bringing that up is like Smash is kind of a hard game to get into.
Oh yeah.
Um, if you don't have any basic understanding of fighting games or platformers or just video games in general, Smash is kind of hard to get into at a competitive level. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Ultimate's probably the most like accessible for like
Yeah.
yeah for anybody, but
Mm-hmm.
like even then, getting into competition and tournaments can be hard. So us having that experience from when like we were super little kids, not everybody's gonna have that. And we were fortunate enough to stick with the game, and that helped us out in the long run, like a lot, like a lot, a lot.
We
So
stuck with it for some reason.
I mean, here we are
Why
making a
am I here?
podcast about it.
Man, I could have had prospects in Mario Kart.
I could have
Oh
played
yeah,
Mario Party, Mario Kart, Guitar Hero.
and now you play against Mario. So
That's what I
It
get for
all
not
I
picking
like
comes
I
Mario.
like this
full
outcome.
circle.
It all
Yeah.
comes together. We're not talking about this. We're not talking about this. We're talking about
But
this.
this.
Oh wait, is that how this works? You couldn't beat me in Mario Party, or not Mario, in Mario Kart, so you had to beat me in Smash with Mario.
Yeah,
This is what you
that was
get.
my play. But yeah, that's an important note to make before we start.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I'll let one of you guys go first, just because I want
Um,
to hear what you guys have, and
so
I
I
wanna
think
listen.
the first thing I can think of, especially with newer players. The very first thing you do in the game is you pick a character. And I want to premise by saying you'll hear us slander each other with the character talk all the time. I'll get made fun of for playing Rob. We'll make fun of Alex for playing Byleth and Palu and Banjo or whoever he plays. We'll make fun of Jake for playing Mario. We'll make fun of Gamer and he's not even here. Today I'm going to
That's
avoid
just
that. I'm
that's
going
a
to try my
given.
best.
That's a
We're going
given.
to avoid. That's a given. But we're going to try and avoid slander today.
One per
So,
episode. We mentioned him once, so
We're
it's like
trying to
close enough.
build people up today.
this is the
Yeah.
ring check. We're
Tearing
building
them
people up.
down
We're
is
gassing them
a
up.
different
We're
episode.
gassing them up. This is the
Yeah.
gas up episode. So, but don't let people tell you who to play. Play whoever you want. If I want to play Kirby, which I feel like is who everyone starts with, I'm gonna play Kirby. Right there.
I was a Kirby main.
Right there.
My first main was Kirby.
I forget
so-
who my first main was actually. Oh god.
You played who?
Ike.
I thought so. Yeah.
I think when Brawl came out, I think I played Falco. Way back. I was a
You couldn't
Falco.
chain grab.
That was not a bad.
Okay, but I didn't know how
Oh.
to do that back then.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was like
I think
10
whenever
or
I
11.
played
I was
today,
me 11 years old, chain grabbing fools left and right.
I think when I played Brawl today, I picked Falco. So
Sheesh. Man, don't let people tell you like who to play, who not to play, because I'll lead into this. Whenever you pick a character, there's usually like 3 trains of thought that go into it, or like maybe more, maybe less. But there's what character do I like based off of like their game, like whose games have I played that I like and enjoyed, who's cool in general. Maybe I haven't played their games before, but they look cool and I really want to learn them. And then tier lists. Who's good? Who's not good? Who can I play and pick up pretty easily and do well with? Who is lower end that I should avoid? Who I might not like? But even then, like, there's no character you can't play. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
when you're starting out, the tier list does not matter.
No.
Do not worry about the tier list when you're first starting out the game, because at your level, it doesn't matter who you play.
Yeah, it's super important because like obviously you're not gonna be able to find your main just by playing them one time and be like, oh okay, whatever. Having an idea of like what kind of playstyle you want, if you want to be like a combo character, or if you like the big heavy hits, or if you want to, have like a bunch of jumps or whatever with Kirby, it's like you have to experiment. Like day one, experiment, play any characters that interest you. But then by the time you go to like play with your friends and like try and get better, or like try and go to like a local or a tournament, you want to have that one character you can stick to so you can really figure out the game. Because if you're bumbling like 3 or 4 different characters, you're never going to truly learn how to play Smash. Like you're just going to like, you'll learn how your character functions, but you won't really dive deep into like what you can do with that one character. It'll just be like you have a surface level understanding of like what characters do, and you're like, oh, smash attacks are like the big hit and special moves and stuff. But like if you focus on one character, you can really like then once you master that one character or like get a good grasp on them, then you can start going into like the more like technical stuff, and you can actually start progressing more than just like fumbling multiple characters. So
Yeah, focusing on one character and not having like 5 characters or whatever to worry about, it's gonna help you be able to focus on learning the fundamentals of the game.
And it's very ironic that like, oh, stick with one character, and like right now Alex has been switching characters. Wyatt had a big character crisis for like the longest time, like a year or so ago.
I did. I was gonna talk about that actually.
Yeah, but like the thing about that though is like, again, we have the experience, we have a basic understanding of the game, so we were allowed to go through those phases and try and experiment with different characters. So once you get to that level, then that's when you can start branching out and really finding how you want to play. But right now, new players, pick one, stick with them, and you'll be good.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 10.
One for now.
One for
If
now.
For now.
Later
And
down
then-
the road, you decide, man, I'm not really having fun with my character anymore, then that's when it's fine to switch.
Or
Yeah.
if you want to pick up a second character, as long as you don't like go overboard with it, Like if I play Rob, and then I go, Oh, Cloud's really cool. Then, excuse me, like as long as I remember, hey, I'm a Rob main, then that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
Yeah, because there can be some practicality to having more than one character. It's
mhm,
like we got a player in our state, Quark, who plays 3 characters that he just switches between depending on who he's fighting.
But for you, new player, that doesn't apply to you. So just pick
mhm,
one or maybe two if you really can't decide between two,
mhm,
and that's probably your limit for now. But don't worry, you'll get there. You will be able to switch some more
at some point.
um, at some point. Um, One thing that I wanted to touch upon was I think something that really got me into competitive Smash was actually like watching major tournaments.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I remember, I forgot it was an Evo for Smash 4. And I'm pretty sure it was like broadcasted on like Disney Channel or something.
Don't say 2018.
I don't know. I don't remember which one
Please
it was.
don't.
Yeah, it was in 2018.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Wait,
It,
they broadcasted Evo on Disney Channel?
I think I remember that actually.
it might have just Grands or something, but I remember it happening. Like I was on my little, I have a little like 11-inch TV that was in my room like a long time ago. I remember like sitting down and watching it on Disney Channel. I'm pretty sure
I
it was
remember
like it's
something like
weird.
that. I remember something like that happening.
Maybe not Disney Channel, but I don't know. But like
Somewhere.
it happened. I remember watching it, and I was like, oh my gosh, the set was so close, and I was like, this is like crazy and stuff. And I remember being like, I want to go to tournaments. It's
Hmm.
kind of cool. Alex and I didn't know about tournaments until like the very end of Smash 4, start of Ultimate when we got into it. But like watching like pro players do crazy stuff, and you're like, how did they just do that? Everything's so like fast and stuff. Um, that's a good way to get into tournaments and like really feel your competitive drive is to watch people who watch the pros do it, learn from them, and be like, okay, this is what I can really do with the game.
And
Like
hey,
if I saw a brawl, wait, what's up?
I was saying main stage is this weekend. It's probably already happened by the time you watch this, but
Yeah,
probably the biggest tournament since regulations have been not as strict, I would say.
yeah, yeah,
So if you're looking for some inspiration, then that is an awesome place to start.
yeah, for
So,
sure.
but yeah,
So there's that. Um, Alex, I want to hear one of your talking points if you have one.
One of my talking points.
Just what's one tip you'd give to a new player that wasn't already mentioned?
I mean, really, like the number one tip that I have with this game is to just have fun with it.
mm,
Like,
Yep.
if you're not having fun with it, then what's the point? Because like
this
that's
guy gets it.
like there was a point like leading up to Fright Night Fights where I was like going to a bunch of tournaments and I playing banjo. I know I blame banjo for a lot of my problems, but it's true. Like the game was just not fun. So I'm like, you know what? I don't like this. So I'm gonna switch things up. So like if you're not having so like if you're gonna play the game, play to have fun. If you're not having fun with something, then just don't do it.
That's
True.
facts.
Like
Actual factuals.
if tournaments become frustrating, then like take a break. Just play with your friends.
Play
Dude,
a game that you can beat them at, like Mario Party or Mario Kart.
or Smash in my
No,
case.
that no.
No, don't play Smash.
if
My
you're
one
tilted
advice to
playing,
new players:
if you're
don't
tilted
play
playing
Smash.
Smash, stop playing. Like right then and there. Stop. Go do
Yeah,
something else. Go cool off. Go read a book. Watch TV. Go outside. We make the joke of touch grass, but like
But
go touch grass. Like if you are stressed, go outside. Well, if not like it's like a thunderstorming, but like still like take a break. Take
chill.
10 minutes. Yeah,
It's
chill.
not. It's
outside
not
and
that
enjoy
serious right now.
the Michigan November weather.
Yeah,
It's a game.
great.
But that's the important thing to remember is that it's a game. You may get
Right.
frustrated.
Yeah, yeah.
Just take a break. Relax, read, watch some TV, take a bath,
Hmm.
read a book,
Pet your cat.
pet your cat. Uh,
Or if you want to if you're frustrated playing like seriously, casual Smash is so much fun, dude.
True.
And
Yeah,
like
it
the whole
is.
point of it is that it's casual. It's not supposed to be taken seriously. So if you and somebody else who is like, oh, like, I'm getting destroyed doing this and blah blah blah, it's so frustrating. It's like, hey man, why pointing to himself,
Because I get
but like
destroyed. No.
nah, but like if you're having like issues like with your emotions, like oh I'm sad because I'm not doing good, I want to do better, or I'm angry because I'm getting beat. Casual Smash, you'll still be getting practice in with like your character and like the fundamentals of the game, but also like it's not that serious. You know,
Hmm.
the game's supposed to be fun, so have fun with the game and play it the way Sakurai intended,
For
a
good boys and
casual party
girls.
game. Yes, exactly.
No, I remember.
Also,
Oh,
you
go ahead,
also
Alex.
play you also play your best. At least from my experience, you play the best when you're enjoying the game and having
True.
fun.
That's pretty true. No, I remember. It was like back after our first couple of tournaments. Like very first tournaments. I was just stressed for like no reason at all. Like I was so focused on like I want to win, I want to do good, I want to do this and that, and I want to just like not be bad. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take some time away. And I think I took like a 3 or 4 month break from it. I just basically didn't play Smash. And then I didn't play until like the next tournament. And I came back and like I did fine. Like I
Mm.
did good for not playing in a while, but like it was refreshing. Just like not having to worry about it. You know,
Um,
playing other games and doing other things.
like another good example of that is Percy.
Mm-hmm.
Percy is in our SFSU group, um, and recently he was like, "Yeah, I mean, like I just don't really feel like playing," and we were trying really hard to get him to come out, and they were like, "Nah, I don't know, I don't really feel it or whatever." So we are like, "Okay, well, Percy's pretty much done playing Smash competitively. It seems like."
Mm.
But then, uh, just the other day, was it last night?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was yesterday. Oh wow, already days are flying by.
Crazy.
The other
uh,
day, it was 24 hours ago.
Not even.
bro, it was a long day, man. I didn't know
True.
what day it was. Um, but yeah, we had a session. We were just like hanging out and playing games with each other, and we were getting ready to set it up, and all of a sudden we get a ping in the Discord from Percy being like, "Hey, I think I'm gonna come out to the session." We're like, "What? Are you kidding
Yeah.
me?" Percy didn't go to a tournament in like over a year, right?
I would say it's been
So I'm like,
since our last
Percy's
summit,
last,
yeah,
yeah, Percy's last tournament was
when they
uh
officially announced
summit
their retirement.
of this
yeah,
year.
Hmm.
yeah. So it was like it was pretty awesome having Percy there. I was like,
Oh yeah.
and the crazy part was there really wasn't even that bad. I was like,
Schmoovin'.
okay, let's
Dude, I think
go.
Schmoovin'.
our first game that I played with them, like I think I went down the last stock last hit, and I'm like, I thought you hadn't played for months. How are you almost
Yeah,
beating my ass?
yeah.
Well, even then, what is it? There's the meme, like Wyatt and Friendlies, Wyatt and Bracket. I mean,
Yeah, it's a crazy thing. Like,
time off can
um,
do miracles.
you're
Like
what?
genuinely, time off can do miracles. Like
Oh
genuinely.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Mm.
if you're just like sick of playing Smash, and like not everyone's gonna feel like this obviously, but like, if you're just sick of playing Smash and you need a break, take it. I think when I took my long break, I think I really got into like Rivals of Aether or something like that. And even though it's like Smash basically, like I just played every couple days. It was so much fun. And then I went back into Smash and I was like, because it was really just fun because like there weren't any expectations. And I think that like that leads into like that'll lead into a point. Actually, no, I can talk about that now. That leads into like another point. Like if you are going to tournaments for your first time, don't put like super heavy expectations on yourself. Like if you're going to your first tournament, don't be like I'm gonna win it because
Yeah, I
that's
feel like
only.
expectations are the biggest killer for you at tournaments.
Oh yeah,
It's
they'll
like
hurt.
it's hard like to expect so much of yourself Like, because you're like, okay, I've been making the steps to improve, and I want to see those results come and like come with like um come with like results. You want to see that hard work come in and be like, oh, like I went to my first tournament and I got like top
Top
two,
three,
and like,
yeah.
whoa, yeah. And it's like that's probably not gonna happen, and it's not your fault. Like you're working to improve at the game, but you got to understand, like, there are people who have been playing for a super long time,
Mm,
and like not everybody at your first tournament, it's not going to be their first tournament too, you
yeah.
know.
Mm,
But the more you go to these tournaments, you start to, you know, be similar levels with them. Like, oh, you're a veteran, you're going to tournaments all the time now. So it's like you gotta go to that first tournament, not do that great, and
mm,
then like that's when you can start to like really see results come through. Is when you keep like putting in effort and trying to improve your results. So don't
mm.
expect a first place at your first ever like weekly,
Oh yeah. Here,
because it's not going to happen.
I'll
Yeah,
share the piece of the statistic that that I have still. I've been playing competitively for like the last 6 years now, and I still, besides redemption bracket, because I don't really count that all that often, I still have yet to win a set in actual bracket. I am still an O2er, and that's okay.
And that's fine.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
And it's like you can say that now, but a year from now when you're taking sets and stuff, it's like
Mm.
because you're gonna take a set.
Oh yeah,
It's a
it's
fact.
bound to happen.
You're gonna take a set at some point. So just don't rush it. Play the game
Mm-hmm.
and just relax. Like it's so I know it's so easy to be like, oh, I want to do great and I'm gonna do great. But go into your first tournament and be like, I'm gonna go my first tournament and I'm gonna have fun and I'm gonna try.
Mm.
That's all you can do.
Oh yeah.
If you do good, awesome. If you don't do good, so
So
what?
what?
It's your first
Exactly.
tournament. Don't
Yeah.
sweat it.
No, exactly.
yeah. From my experiences, like not really having expectations for myself has actually helped me because
Mhm.
like there's one Ann Arbor tournament. It was the last like summer Ann Arbor tournament, and going in, I had to play this guy who was like on the Ann Arbor power rankings, and so going in, I'm like, okay, this guy's a lot better than me. I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna play the game, and we'll see what happens. And I won. And I'm like, oh, so this is what I can do if I just play the game.
Mhm. It's crazy because like if you play against a player who is way better than you have nothing to lose.
Yup.
Nothing at all. You can go out there and you can get double three stocked. And hey, that's how it was supposed to go. You know? Nothing bad on you, nothing bad on the better player. But I mean, hey man, if you go out there and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna play my game, and you ended up beating them, that's like a great feeling, man. Because you shouldn't feel bad that you lost because there were a crazy good player who's been playing the game for years upon years more than you, and it's your first tournament. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
not your first tournament, but like you've been going to tournaments now and stuff. So like playing against a really good, well-known player shouldn't be stressful. It shouldn't be, oh man, I don't know what to expect. You should expect that they're going to be a good player and they're going to try and win. And you should know that you're going to try and win.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like at the end of the day, regardless of who you're playing against and how good or bad they are, just play and just if you really want to win, try and win. And
Mm-hmm.
don't beat yourself down if you don't win, because
Yeah.
that's not what it's about.
Mm.
You know.
No, I still remember back when I went to Big House 2019. I went with Ryan, and my round one was fortunate enough, if we can call it fortunate, to beat the cat. At the time, ranked 34th on the PGR. Um, and me being me, I'm like, but again, I went in with the expectations on myself that I, for some reason could do somewhat well. And I think that set was 4 minutes, and I got double three stacked. But then later on, and this was during online, so we have to conceal our inner feelings of online for a moment.
Have to just
Um, I had to play. I think he was seeded second for MSU online tournament. I think it was Sojourn, and he was popping off then, and I went in. And I'm like, I have to play him. Going, well, I might as well just do whatever. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, I think it was 2-1, like pretty close, like last stock. So just like going in, and quite literally, like Jake said, like just you have nothing to lose. Like,
Nothing.
oh no, I lost.
That's
Wait, did you win
to
or
be
lose?
expected.
No, I lost the set. But even then, like, I lost the set. Oh no.
Things went how they were predicted to go, and it's
Exactly.
like that's not on you. That's
It's
not
not like
not your.
it's not like I lost the set after. It's not like I lost to the 34th best player in the world, and I went, man, I really thought I had that. I should have won that. As someone from some little town in good old MI, going, the number 34 ranked player in the world who's seeded to make top 32, and getting mad about it. Like, no,
Exactly.
it was a learning experience, and that's what a lot of your early tournaments are going to be. They're going to be learning experiences.
Yeah, take your sets to learn about the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to say to like the newer players though?
Nothing I can really think
Yeah,
of.
I can't.
No, I think we pretty much covered all of it. What I had written down, at least.
Yeah. Just to recap, really, like, number one, but anything else, have fun with the game. If you're not having fun with the game after you've already given it like a shot, number one, give the game a shot.
Yeah, for sure.
If you know there's people around you that are playing the game and you're like, oh, this looks interesting, just give it a shot. If you don't like it, you don't like it, whatever. But if
Yeah.
you end up liking it, then that's only going to benefit you and the friends you make from that game.
Oh yeah.
Watch tournaments, watch bigger tournaments, watch people who are significantly better than you so you can see what the game has to offer. Pick one character, two if you really can't settle on one. And if you go to locals, don't stress it. Don't expect to get first place. Set your expectations relatively low and be like, hey, I'm going to have fun. Your expectation should be to go and have fun.
Or just don't set any expectations even. The expectation should be have fun.
Yeah, exactly. That should be your expectation is to go and have fun. And if you go 0-2, go play some games with somebody else. Go have fun.
Go play friendlies. Hey, and even then, most locals will have an amateur bracket or redemption bracket, or whatever they call it, which is another chance to, guess what? Play the game.
Yes, this guy gets it.
Why do they gotta call it an amateur bracket?
That's kind of messed up.
Why don't they just call it redemption?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, when we ran it, we called it AM bracket, but we won't talk about that.
I said redemption.
I
had respect for our O2ers.
We called it AM bracket because it was early.
True.
Even though we ran it
yeah.
Yeah.
Even though we ran it like 5 o'clock.
Yeah, early in the evening.
Early in the evening. The AM of the PM.
Early into the next day.
That's what I thought at first. Like that movement when they called it AM bracket, I'm like, oh, they probably call it AM bracket because it takes place at AM at like midnight, whatever. Nope.
They think you're bad.
Foolish of me to think yo respect.
But no, I think that's pretty much for the newer players.
Newer players from around here,
welcome.
We welcome you with open arms. You are not alone in the new player. Yes.
Wait, that's sad. That's the sad song.
Yeah. Just come and play the game.
Yeah.
Just come and play the game.
What song is that?
Thank you. I just made it, actually.
That was beautiful.
I will now be making a full cover next episode.
Oh, God.
A full cover of your own song?
Oh, God.
A full rendition. What did you say? Just come play the game?
Yeah, come play the game.
Come play the game.
All right. VG Boys' first single, just come play the game.
Hi, Mom.
All right.
Thanks, Mom.
Hi, Wise Mom.
I got candy.
What?
No way. I'm jealous.
So, newer players, the bell has rung. You can go off to lunch, you can go off to recess. But now,
We'll stick around and
stick around and
hear
like
the
wait
next.
you out. Mm-hmm.
This is what
Stick
you want to
around,
know.
stick around. You've heard. It's like when like you're done with the presentation. Like you present, and then you sit down, and then you have to listen to their presentations. You don't get away.
Oh yeah,
You don't get
yeah,
away. No, not
yeah.
today.
And you will need this advice
Take notes.
later on.
Take notes.
Yes.
Because
Mhm.
now it didn't pick it up. Anyways,
It didn't.
now
Why doesn't it pick up clap?
I got it. I got
do
it.
it. And now class is
There
in
we go.
session. So
Yeah.
them boys who have been around for however long you've been around. If you've been around for as long as we have, if you've been around for a little while, if you've gotten maybe you've won a set or two at a local, maybe you're starting to plan to go to your Arcadian or your regional or wherever you want to go, and you're thinking, I wonder where I can get some good advice from some Smash players from around here, from in general. Well,
You've come to the right place.
yeah. So, the first thing that I'm not gonna say because I don't want to go first.
Oh shoot.
How are we gonna give advice to people better than us?
Because you
Like,
can
how,
learn.
how can we say here's what MK Leo is doing wrong and what should we be doing
No.
better?
That's not what this is.
That's not what this is.
This is an exchanging of information amongst peers.
This is like subtle
Like-
reminders.
Like, yes, exactly. Because going into a tournament can be like, oh, okay, tournament's tomorrow, and you kind of forget to do some stuff or whatever, right? So, or like maybe you want, yeah, Wyatt points to himself again. So these are just some gentle reminders and maybe some personal tips or tricks that we like personally use to help better our performance at tournaments, or how we look at the game when going to sessions and whatnot.
Should
Right?
I land with Nair or should I land with Nair?
I feel like there should be more options.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
God, I just had what I was gonna say, but I lost it. So
That's all right. Alex, do you want to go first or me?
I can go first.
Okay.
So, like, so my piece of advice I want to give to people like going in to like tournament sets, go in with a plan. Go in with an idea of how you're gonna play. Like, keeping in mind like what character your opponent plays and like what counterplay you can do against them. Like, don't just go into a set and start pressing buttons. Like,
I feel
actually know
attacked.
like what you need to do to win.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, that's definitely a strong thing to remember. Because if you just go into a set and you're like, oh, I play. Don't even look at your bracket. I don't know who I play. And then they sit down and then they play, I don't know, Mario. And you're like, oh, it's a Mario. Oh, we're going to Battlefield.
Why are you
Well,
going to Battlefield against Mario?
That's your first mistake.
That's your
You are.
yeah.
No, because they're going to Battlefield because they didn't pay attention to who their opponent plays. And they banned, I'm going to ban FD.
This is
Because I
why
don't like that stage.
this is why you start PS2 every time.
Well.
No.
all right. All right.
No. Not yet. But
No, it's definitely a good piece of advice though, because while it's nice to go in, because like you want to go into your set with a plan, because the worst thing you can do is be like, okay, I'm just gonna try and play, I guess, and your opponent's definitely gonna have a plan. Like your opponent's gonna be like, okay, well he plays this character, so most characters go for this, blah blah blah. Also, I've heard that they like to go for this option. That's just like a player thing, and like you're just gonna get steamrolled if you do that. But if you both have your plan, you're both going for your certain types of things. Maybe the thing you thought was gonna work doesn't work. Oh well, switch up your plan.
Mhm.
try a different thing. So it's good to just not be caught off guard, because then that's when they start swinging and they start comboing you, and you just get zero death. And that's because they're confident what they're going for. They had a plan, they practiced, and you didn't.
Yeah.
That's on you.
Mhm. One thing that I think, and you guys can feel free to weigh in on this, but like at our level, especially like the kind of like that mid level, I feel like, and this kind of relates back to like play who you want. Like matchups don't really matter all that much, honestly.
Unless it's like a +3
Unless
or
it's like plus
+2.
three, but even then, there's not a whole lot of those that exist.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I
If
remember,
light,
I'm gonna
if
throw you
light,
under the bus, Jake. I remember
Okay.
you played Dr. Watts at DI Downriver, and everyone was
Yes.
like, "Ugh, he plays Ganondorf. That's like
Yeah.
minus 5,000 for him. Ugh."
Yeah.
And then what happened?
I think I got 3 stocked into like JV3 or something stupid like that.
But no, like matchups don't matter
they really
Uh,
don't.
unless
can I
it.
defend myself?
Absolutely, Jake. You go ahead.
Nick All Stars Brawl just came out, and we were grinding that game, and we were like, okay, let's go to a weekly back in Smash. And I got dumpstered because I didn't play Smash in forever. That's my John.
Okay,
All right,
but Dr. Watts is also good.
he is. He's very
He
good.
got like second that
He's
tournament.
very good. He's very good.
Wait, he
He
beat
beat Big Tony,
yeah, he beat Big Tony.
and he almost double eliminated him. And that's Ganon
It wasn't
Cloud,
just me.
which is another probably bad matchup for Ganon on paper.
Ganondorf doesn't win matchups.
I was just gonna say.
He wins games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But no, matchups don't matter. So like, if you are the aspiring Little Mac main who has to fight a Robin bracket, and you go, oh,
Well, first of all, what are you doing?
Yeah.
you're having fun. We've talked about this.
Oh.
But if you're the aspiring Little Mac main from your region, wherever you are, and you look at your local bracket for the week and you go, oh, I have to fight a Rob round one, and he's just gonna, and he's gonna shoot his gyro at me, and I'm not gonna win. Stop. Stop
Yeah,
it.
'cause if
Thank
you're
you.
playing Little Mac, you've already given up your right to winning matchups. You chose this life of getting bodied by every character.
But you've also chosen the right to be slept on. And what's the number
True.
one rule? What's the number one rule, boys?
Don't underestimate your opponent.
Exactly. Because
Give your opponent the respect they deserve.
the moment you underestimate who you're playing, you've already given up a lot.
Mhm.
And that's a whole
So
other thing in
much.
of itself. Is don't underestimate anybody. Please, for the love of God, don't.
Yeah, because when I was going in to fight Kashmir Dad Downriver the other day, I was like, oh, I beat him in friendlies all the time. There should be no problem. I lost, and I'm like, wow, I just got Steved.
I got Steve.
Because like I was just mindlessly playing, and like I wasn't like playing around his options. So like I was just getting hit by stupid stuff that
Oh.
I probably shouldn't have been hit by.
That actually leads into what I was gonna say earlier. Thank you. And this kind of goes in like going with the game plan. Don't autopilot. Don't look at a game, and I have every right to say this. Don't autopilot. It's bad. From personal experience, I can say. Why you look at
Don't
me
do
like
it.
that? Why you?
It's not worth it.
No, like I played Alex twice at our most recent event, and before that, I beat. Who did I play? I beat Taylor 2-0. I beat Anthony
Oh,
2-0.
good job.
And I was feeling good.
Shut up.
Bruh. But I was feeling good. And I was like, okay, I'm doing good. I'm doing great. And then I got schmacked. Cause why? Cause I created the habitual flow chart in my head of autopilot, brain off, side B, down B, laser gyro, full hop nair.
You turn the cruise control on your vehicle on.
I did. And I got bodied because of it. So then I said, okay, no more. And I went through losers and I did that and I got back to Alex. And then I told myself beforehand the same thing. You know, I'm playing good. I really want to run this back. And then I got 3-0'd again because I turned the cruise control. I sat there. It's like, you know how like you'll do something like and you don't even realize you're doing it. Like you're humming, you're like whistling, you don't even realize you're doing it. It's kind of what I did. I was like, okay, and then I instantaneously shot gyro and then lasered and then full hop nared, and then I was like, I didn't realize I was doing it until like game 3 when I was at my last stock, and I was like, it's over already.
It's really hard because basically what you're doing is you're multitasking, right? You're playing the game, like you're playing neutral, you're running around, you're trying to push your advantage while also taking into account what you think your opponent's going to do. Um, so basically, you're thinking of how you need to react to what your opponent's going to do, and also what you think your opponent's going to do next. So there's so much that goes into it, um, and sometimes it's like that's just too much, man. That is too much for me right now. I just want to play the game. And you start swinging at the air. You start, and it
You
happens.
you become a Roy main.
It starts swinging at the.
Yeah,
They're swinging at the ghost.
You join the Ghostbusters.
I'm putting it on the modded Switch. Whenever anybody picks Roy at a tournament, it's gonna be.
Oh my god.
Wait. No, we're not slandering mains, guys.
Oh, you're
We
right.
just
I
talk.
Oh, right.
I
Frick.
apologize. But no one in SFSU plays Roy. Either way, to any Roy mains out there who might be
Hopefully
listening,
no one watches this playing
I
Roy.
apologize. You're all
Roy's
great.
cool.
You're all stupendous. You're all
Um,
wonderful.
But yeah, so I hear a lot of like super top players talk about how like first of all they're like top players, so like they can do this, but it's important if they're going to a major tournament, like they need to have an autopilot mode to get them through their pools and whatnot, so they can preserve their energy and like not be burnt out by the time, like not be mentally burnt out by the time like their actual big sets come, which is like very true. You need to be able to just like casually beat the people you play against
Casually
consistently.
6 stock your round 1 and say, hey, GG's, you both played bad.
Yeah, exactly. But like at our level, and I think we're talking. Yeah, we both like that. But I think we're really talking to people at our level. Like
Mhm.
we're more of a mid level. Like we know what we're doing. We have our own little scene. We're going to locals and stuff. But if we ever go like more than like 2-2 at a major tournament, it's like we win.
Yeah!
Let's go. You know.
I
So
was excited to go 3-2 at Mirage.
it's a good feeling, man.
That's a great
It's like.
feeling.
But we at our level, we need to be constantly thinking, constantly trying to remind ourselves that what we should be, shouldn't be, like what we should doing and shouldn't be doing. And it's super easy at our level to just forget that and play the
Mhm.
game how we've always been. Like, oh, I'm just gonna press buttons, you know. So
Yeah.
being able to switch that on and off is super important, and making sure it's always switched on whenever you're in a set.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. That
I
was the extent of my knowledge.
I have a personal pick. Here's
Okay.
here is we'll talk about some personal tips and tricks that like we
Okay,
do
yeah.
before tournaments. Okay,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
going
yeah.
like
Oh,
going
yeah,
into a
yeah.
tournament,
I got you.
tips and tricks.
I got you.
You got one
Yeah, I can start.
or you?
I
Okay,
can
go
start,
for it.
yeah. So, day of bracket. Well, I guess we'll talk about like my whole week because the week of a tournament, there's a few things I try and do. So the first thing I try and do is I try and set up like some sort of like schedule of what I'm gonna do. So usually it'll be like Monday or Tuesday I'll try and play for a few hours just to make sure I don't go into rusty. Wednesday will usually be like a VOD review day. So I'll look back at some VODs I have and notice things I did wrong against certain people, and then like things I can improve upon. The next day is either rest or if I'm really feeling it, I'll play again. But mostly I'll lab out some stuff like my combo. Since I'm Rob, I'll lab out a lot of gyro confirms and make sure I know like the percents in my head, like uh like when I can kill people with what works where, what I can do off of gyro, and then usually that last day before the tournament is just strictly rest. Just make sure I have a healthy mind going into it.
Yeah, I don't like to play it before the tournament
Hmm.
day either, because like if I'm playing bad the day before the tournament, then I'm gonna go into the tournament being like, oh, I'm
Oh,
not
it
playing
ruins
great.
me. If I feel like
Yeah,
I'm
it
playing
can
bad
really ruin.
beforehand, it ruins me. But then,
Like,
oh god.
well, I was gonna say like the most I'll do before like right before a tournament is like go into like a training room and just move around
Hmm.
because it's important to make sure your movement is like on point before going into a
Yeah.
tournament. Because if you can't move, you can't do anything.
Get
So,
your hands warm.
but besides that, it's like, nah, man, I got chill. Like I'm
Hmm.
playing all day tomorrow. I got plenty of
True.
time to like warm up.
Hmm. So then, finally, day of bracket. I have a good breakfast. I get good. I get full most of the time. Full 8 hours of sleep. I have a good breakfast, and then on the way there, I jam. I listen to some bangers. I listen to good music with good vibes. Even when like I think it was War in the Woods, and I need to do this more often. But War in the Woods, like in between my sets and like even during my sets, I just listen to music. Cause like got good music, good vibes. I'm gaming and I'm jamming, and like just going into it with a healthy mindset is a great thing. Cause if you go into a tournament, if you're me, you go into a tournament and you go, I'm gonna get ninth. You're gonna get ninth.
Yeah, you'll get ninth.
I did it. I made it cool. Well, not cool, but I did it.
Going in the summit, I'm getting first.
Bum bum bum.
He's leaving because he knows he's screwed.
But no,
Oh, he's actually gone. Did you hear the door close?
Yeah,
he's
I'm
back.
back. You
Whoa.
got debated.
But no, like going into it with a healthy mindset is probably the biggest thing I make sure I do. And even then, something I'm gonna give you guys the download, even though I think I told you guys already. If there's like certain things, like me specifically recently, I've struggled between the choice of ledge trapping or edge guarding. So, like against characters like Sephiroth and and Byleth and literally everyone in my pool at Summit, 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna get the down air that I want because their recovery hits me or they're just too fast. So, like making little reminders for yourself, like even if it's as simple as like changing like your tag in game to something. Like if I want to ledge trap against this person, I'm literally just gonna make my tag trap. And if I want to edge guard against this person, I'm going to make my tag guard or like edge guard or something like that. Just like subtle little reminders like that, or like, hey, here's what you can do, here's what you can't do, and then work with it. So
Yeah.
just little stuff like that. So that's all I got.
Um, one thing I used to do it a lot. I used to keep notes like on my notes app, on my phone. Not like oh, like I would try and check them before set, but I just kind of like dropped it. It wasn't for me. It worked out whenever I was just like going to sessions and stuff. I would like whenever I would think of something in a matchup, I'd be like, oh, down. And then like randomly throughout the week, I would just check in and be like, oh yeah, I remember that. And it kind of just got engraved in my head.
Mm-hmm.
But if that's what you need, like a reminder, like the notes app, right, just throw in what you need to know. You know, against Mario, I should DI this way,
Mm-hmm.
or against this character, I should try and do more be out of shield because it's like the fastest punish option, and it's like it really helps to give reminders, and like the tag is even better because it's always there
Oh yeah.
throughout the entire match. So yeah, that's like a huge help is just remind yourself to do the things you need to do to win.
Oh yeah. If you gotta
Um,
beat the buzz back in Smash 4 and walk around with a laptop, go for it.
do it.
I
You
remember
watch
he
that
did that.
Smash 4?
You don't remember that?
No, I didn't
He would
watch.
walk around with the big like the big ThinkPad laptop or his laptop, and he'd have notes on there on his laptop, and like he'd be in the middle. Like I remember at CEO, he was in the middle of a set. I forget who was playing, and he just whipped out his laptop and looked at his notes on what to do. and they had to time him. Like, you know how they'll time people, like, when they did mid-set coaching, back when that was the big thing? He's the reason they had timers. Him and
Wow.
Wizrobe. Because Wizrobe had his glasses that he'd always clean, like, in between games.
It take
Like,
long.
every time. Like, the game
Yeah,
ends,
yeah.
the game ends, and then Wizrobe just goes and opens, like, 3 more boxes just to get his little glasses cleaner, and then
And he's like,
yeah.
Oh my.
We're so sorry, Spotify listeners.
Or, or everybody.
Everybody.
everybody, yeah,
True.
everybody.
But no, like, just, like, having those subtle little reminders is such a good thing.
Yeah.
And, like, the 2 things that I always do are subtle little reminders and then good vibes. Like, throughout the day. Because if I get tilted, I'm losing my next set.
Yeah.
Regardless of if I'm in losers round 1 or if I'm in, like, winners semis. I'm losing my next set.
It's happening.
It's just happening. There's nothing I can do to stop it. It is happening. I am losing. All right, Alex, what do you do on tourney day?
Yeah. Yeah.
Share with the
I
class,
yeah.
Alex.
What?
Share
I
with
show
the
up and
class.
play.
That's it, really?
Yeah. Like,
You've defeated
leading
the
up.
purpose of this episode.
It's,
man.
I mean,
I mean-
like, the week leading up to a tournament, I, like, think about who I'm going to play and, like, what to do against everybody. Like, I just keep, like, small notes in my head to myself of things to look out for.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fair. And I think
Like-
another big thing, too, if you have access to it, look at your brackets beforehand. If they're finalized. If they're finalized.
Yes.
If they're
Yes.
not finalized, 9 times out of 10, don't bother. But when they're finalized and you know they're finalized, look at them. Look at who you play first. If you know who they play, run through your mental notes. If you don't know who they play, find out. If I'm playing someone at a weekly, if I'm going to DI Downriver and I don't know who my opponent plays, I'm probably going to ask, like, hey, does anybody know who this guy plays? And then if they don't know, I might even just ask the guy when we sit down, hey, who do you play? So that way I at least have, like, a tiny bit of time to, like, adjust. Like, I think I was playing Pix at DI Downriver, like the first one I went to, and I didn't know him because he's a Bowling Green guy. He's from BG, I think. And I went, hey, who do you play? And he goes, oh, I play Young Link. I never played a Young Link before, but I at least knew some of the things he did. Like, okay, he's going to wall me out, and he's going to throw a bunch of projectiles at me. So here's what I can do to prepare the best I can. I'm not going into this expecting much because I've never played it before, but I can at least prepare a little bit and try and get away with a few things. So, but, like, looking at your brackets and, like, knowing your bracket path, and, like, for the 3 of us, I'll say, like, most of the time, like, our round 1, we're fine. So we can be like, okay, I play this, and then I play into here, and then I'll most likely play this person. So then we can pay attention a little bit ahead, but, like, at weeklies, and I guess this kind of comes full circle, take it one set at a time. Like, we say look at your brackets, and do look at your brackets, look at who you play, but don't do it like, so I play this person, and then when I beat this person, I'm going to play him, and then if I beat him, I'm going to beat him, but then if I lose here, I can play him. Because then you forgot about the guy you play first, and now all of a sudden you're in your losers round 1 when he was seeded to lose to you. So, like,
I definitely have the problem of looking too far ahead in my brackets.
yeah, it's
And sometimes it can be good, like, because if you are correct in your predictions and stuff, then it's like, hey, I'm ready for this. But sometimes you get so caught up in it that you don't make sure that your prediction's correct. You know, like you predict, oh, I beat this guy round 1, and I beat this guy. Then if I get to this part, then no. Like, well, your plan would have been good if you would have beaten your round 1. You know. So.
You hear that, Alex?
Yeah.
We're building up. This is the glow up
Yes.
episode.
Yes.
We're glowing up. We're getting rid of.
So
We're taking advice.
yes. You know what? You know what? Every episode is gamer slander. I want gamer praise this episode. Gamer?
Oh no, I don't know if I'm mentally capable of doing this. We can
Well,
try.
okay,
We
first
can
of
try. You guys go first. I need guidelines.
Gamer has taken me to game 5, which not a lot of people do.
Same. Same. Gamer, you are a very dedicated individual who I respect.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh.
Okay, no,
Okay.
here, okay. I'll think of something. Okay, gamer. You pick up characters very fast, and I don't mean that in like a bad way. I mean that in like you understand a lot about the game, and I respect that.
I thought you were gonna put a
Psych!
little
No, I'm
jab
kidding.
at the end there.
No.
I thought you were gonna be like,
Honestly, like genuinely, me speaking, I genuinely respect the fact that he can just be like, I don't want to play this character anymore, and then just like pick up a completely different character and then like still do well. Like literally go like this season, he's gone from like Diddy to like Mewtwo to Sora to Plant to Lemmy, if that's even happening, to Lemmy.
we don't know.
We don't know. We can assume, but we don't know.
Hmm.
But like, then that kind of goes with his dedication. But like, he's just
Build
built different.
Yes.
He's a gamer, quite literally.
Yeah, exactly. But when you were like, you can pick up characters really fast. I thought you were gonna be like, you pick up characters super fast and you drop them just as fast.
Yeah, no. This is no slander. This is no slander. I could have,
Okay.
but I
Yeah.
caught myself. So no slander. This is the building up episode.
Yeah. But okay, back on topic.
Yeah.
So Alex, that's it. Like you just show up, play.
Yeah.
Gotta respect. Well, of course you have to drink Mountain Dew before.
True.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Wait, hold up. This is a.
Well, actually, I think we'll get into the Mountain Dew thing in a future episode that we have
Yeah.
planned. So
Yeah.
I'll save it for that.
All right.
I won't
I'll
save
spoil,
my question.
spoil what that episode is.
I'll save my question then.
But
I'll see.
we'll get into that more when we get to it.
Oh yeah.
You guys like that one, so
Mhm.
so I guess just my routine then, right?
Yeah.
What's your
I
routine?
feel like I'm kind of in the middle of both of you guys, where Wyatt is very like, "Oh, oh, do this, do that, blah, blah, blah," and Alex is like, I just play. I eat fries. One. No, I'm just kidding. Wyatt's eating fries. That's why I said that.
Still have fries?
Still.
Not many. I've got a few, but not many.
So I don't really have a huge routine. I like to do a couple things generally, like if we can, I love having sessions a couple of days before the tournament. Makes me feel super good and confident. Sorry, why are you shoving fries in his face while I'm talking? I can't focus.
I dropped one.
Stop looking at him then.
All right, I'm done.
All right. Next thing I do no. So if we can have a session, that's great. I love doing that the week of a tournament. And like I said, I go into training room, and I have a training room mod pack which helps me out a lot. It helps me with like my parry timing specifically, and like what to do in certain situations and stuff. But also just moving around on like a battlefield or a PS2, super important. And going for combos, even going for combos on dummies who like don't DI. It's like, well, these are actual possible situations I'll be in, so let me practice those. But usually like day before tournament, I don't really play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I need that reset, because if I play too much, then I overthink it. But like 2 days out, so 3 days out is usually like a session. 2 days out, I'll play on my own time against CPUs, whatever. 1 day out, I'm chilling, whatever. But the number one thing, Wyatt, you said already one time, but it's most important for me.
Mm-hmm.
8 hours of sleep.
Right night fight was the first time I had woken up before 9 since college started.
Dude, this is coming from somebody who, on a normal day, will go to bed at like 1, 2, 3 in the morning. 1 a.m. 2 a.m. 3 a.m. 4 a.m. 5 a.m. 6 a.m. 7 a.m. 8 a.m. 9 a.m. 10 a.m. 11 a.m. 12 a.m. 13 a.m. 14 a.m. 15 a.m. 16 a.m. 17 a.m. 18 a.m. 19 a.m. 20 a.m. 21 a.m. 22 a.m. 23 a.m. 24 a.m. 25 a.m. 26 a.m. 27 a.m. 28 a.m. 29 a.m. 30 a.m. 31 a.m. 32 a.m. 33 a.m. 34 a.m. 35 a.m. 36 a.m. 37 a.m. 38 a.m. 39 a.m. 40 a.m. 41 a.m. 42 a.m. 43 a.m. 44 a.m. 45 a.m. 46 a.m. 47 a.m. 48 a.m. 49 a.m. 50 a.m.
I'm the same
And
person.
Same.
and I'll have classes at 7 in the morning the next day. I
Same.
don't care. I am still going to bed at those times, and it's so crazy to me. And it's very funny how the one exception I'll make in my sleep schedule is for a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate tournament,
Yo. That's just
and
how it is.
it's because I care so much about doing well, and I want to make sure that I'm playing at my best. Because I care about Smash. I care about school, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that much fun as a Smash tournament.
But I
But I'll
think that's
Yeah.
the difference.
Yeah, exactly. So
Mhm.
like,
You're
I'll
excited to wake up.
yes,
something.
exactly.
You mean to tell me
So
you're not excited to wake up at like 7:30 in the morning to go to your
For college?
for
No.
college?
no,
What? That's crazy.
mm-mm,
That's whack.
mm-mm, not once.
I'm not
Ever.
excited. I want to let everyone know that right now. This is satire. This is a joke. Only some days I'm excited. But anyways.
Okay.
Anyways.
That's literally my number one. Like, if I can get a full 8 hours or more,
Mhm.
and at the same time, I'm getting up at least an hour and a half, 2 hours before I have to be at the tournament.
Mhm.
I get up, shower. Last tournament, I made hot cocoa. Best decision I've ever made in my entire freaking life. I hate coffee. Hot cocoa goes dummy. Goes horrible. It was so good, bro. It was so like that's my main thing is like getting sleep, feeling good, feeling like energized for the tournament,
Mhm.
and making sure that I'm like not all groggy and whatever for the
Yeah,
tournament.
yeah.
And then after that, just day of, if I can play friendlies and get warmed up. I know some people like they don't play friendlies day of because they just like they want a fresh view in the game, or whatever. But
Mhm.
me playing friendlies for like an hour, maybe less, but like an hour is like, oh yeah, like I'm feeling good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready to play.
Mhm.
So that's just me, like playing friendlies, waking up, and just feeling good for the day. And then it's just if I hit all those, like if I hit every checkbox, I'm probably gonna have a good day.
Oh yeah.
It's just I feel too good to not.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No. I definitely get that, yeah.
So.
I mean, I think unless you guys have anything else to add, I think that's pretty much a wrap on our advice.
Yeah, I think I've covered everything that I wanted to.
I'll say I think if I haven't covered it, then we all have like as a collective. So
Yeah.
like,
We talked about VODs a little bit, but that
Mhm.
was more of like top player VODs.
Yeah.
If you have VODs, watch the VODs.
Oh yeah.
That's simple.
Mhm.
It helps out a lot. And honestly, watching back VODs in your own time just for fun is like so much fun. It's super like I can pull up a tournament and watch it time, and I'm
Mhm.
like, I like this, and it helps out.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty much it though for me. Like
Yeah.
sleep, watch VODs, and drink hot cocoa.
Eat, sleep, Fortnite, repeat.
Yeah!
Yeah. Fortnite. All
Make
right.
sure
I already
you
made I already made this joke one time.
make sure you catch next week's episode where we talk about Fortnite for 2 hours.
Woo!
Woo!
Live Fortnite gameplay coming to you live
We cover
from
every skin in
from
the item
nowhere,
shop
cause that
thing.
game stinks.
I can't believe you.
All right.
I'm
Sorry,
leaving the
Seth.
call.
Sorry, Seth. Se-
So,
we gotta get Seth on here for playing Fortnite though. He's a Fortnite gamer.
hey, yo, squad.
Yo, we got squads.
Hey, Jonesy should have made it over Sora. That's all I'm saying.
Facts. Speak
All
the
I'm
truth. And on that note,
saying.
we're gonna end off there on our episode of advice and tangents and advice. Thanks so much everyone for the continued support. We really appreciate it. We love putting out stuff like
Dude.
this for you guys.
The podcast, favorite thing I've ever done ever.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's
I
so
love doing this.
awesome. It's like it's nice. We're trying not to overdo it.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
trying to keep it to one episode a week. We're only going to record like every now and then because we don't want to make it stale. We don't
Yeah.
want to get bored of it ourselves. We want it to be a long-term thing.
Mhm.
And it seems like everybody's really enjoying everything. We've gotten feedback from everybody within our group and even some people we didn't even expect were going to watch it
Oh, yeah.
watched it. We were like, wow, wait, this is like
Huh.
awesome. So hearing your guys' support is awesome. You
Oh, yeah.
guys are awesome.
Yeah, if you
We're
guys
awesome.
if you guys have got any ideas for episodes, as always, comments down below. Hit us up in our Discord. If you want to be a guest on here at all, again, let us know. We're always welcome to have guests on. We've got something in the works right now that I won't talk about, but
We've got
you may see we've got a few things lined up. Hopefully that happen, but
We've got plans.
we're working on it.
big plans,
Yes,
big plans.
big
But bear with us because hopefully soon we might have a special surprise. So
Hopefully.
yeah, but again,
It'll happen.
thank you all for watching, for listening, and for joining us for the Bear, the Bot, and the Boy. Oh, hold on.
If you are interested in our events and you haven't come out yet, just come. Just come to our
Do
tournaments.
it.
This guy gets
There's
it.
so much fun.
They are
Just go to one. If you don't like it, you don't
a
have to come
blast.
back.
They
Go to
are
one.
an absolute blast.
My second single on my album is after Just Play the Game is Just Come to a Tournament.
Boom.
Boom.
Bars.
That's a album.
That's gonna be a big album.
Yeah.
The next track after that is Just Play the VG Boy Round 1.
No,
And then it's just
the next track is
then it's just Megalovania, and at the beginning you just hear
no. Track 3 is Did I just beat the V?
Okay, we gotta stop now. Alright, that's
Okay,
it. That's it.
Yeah.
Alright, so again, thank you so much everybody for joining us for episode 3 of The Bear, the Bot, and the Boy. We'll be back next week with episode number 4, talking about stuff and things about the video game and us playing the video game and about how we play the video game. But we're not telling you the video game. We're just saying the video game. We might not even talk about the video game.
Well, I didn't sign up for that.
Oh, well, shit, that's awkward. All right, my bad. So we're talking about the video game. All right,
Yeah.
all right, we're out. Peace out, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.